Context. So, when communicating, it's vital to be aware of what context you're coming from. Are you coming from the context of the ego? Or are you coming from the context of love and God and abundance and generosity and acknowledgement and faith, grace, clarity, purpose, surrender, submission to God, submission to the purpose, being, are you being present? So all of these are contexts from with which to come from. So when I'm coming from context of the ego, I would be coming from hate, anger, jealousy, lack, disappointment, judgment on oneself, judgment on others. When we're coming from a place of ego, we're coming from not enough, the belief that we're not enough, control. We want to control everything because the ego's job is to control. So we're attached to outcomes. So these are all contexts that we will come from. Gossip. Also, another context to be aware of is, are we living from the context of the relationship triad? Are we being a villain? Are we being a hero? Or are we being a victim? So it's very, very important to recognize and be aware of what context we're listening from, we're living in, we're being in, and we're doing in. So all of these are very, very important. So, because it wouldn't be such a great outcome if we're living from the context of the ego, or if we're listening from the context of the ego, or if we're speaking from the context of the ego. But what would be great outcomes would be listening from a space of love, listening from, or being in a state of love. So these are all great contexts to live from, and this can be in any area of life context.